Oh yeah, we're excited. The Portacallis clan is back, and guess what? They are in for another wedding that will be even bigger and better.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 has Tula and Ian's daughter in college, and another walk down the aisle in store, but it may not be what you're thinking.
A long time ago, I had a big fat Greek wedding. Now my daughter is all grown up.
Hope you applied to some local colleges too.
Why do parents always say dream big when they really mean not too big?
Ian and I are just trying to find a minute to ourselves.
How about another date tonight?
And afterward, oh, satin, slippery like an eel. Mia! You're welcome. Shave everything.
You look pretty.
What are you doing?
Dad! And my family is still too close.
Parents deserve a sex life, too.
This family's always in my business.
Keep your eyeballs open for a nice Greek boy, so one day you can make babies.
They follow me everywhere. I need some air.
Your mom felt the same way about being Greek.
Florida, Texas, New York. These are the colleges I'm applying to. Why do you want to leave me?
Payback.
But there's always
The priest never signed the wedding license.
a few surprises.
We're not married? I'm a hippie.
Now my family has come together.
Who says a woman has to be married?
You. All our lives.
The wedding is on.
To pull off another
Beautiful.
big fat Greek wedding.
Take a photo. All right, pull my neck. 1, 2, pull.
But you got to remember. But you gotta remember. Even though I'm taking a step back, I will always be right here.
Why aren't you in Greek club?
Every day of my life is Greek Club.
We come from a long line of strong women. Remember, Paris, protect the Polaki.
Eyes open, knees shut. If your knees are open, shut your eyes.
That looks so good. I have to admit, I never saw the first one.
Oh,
but I
Stephanie!
know,
It's-
I'm missing out. I know it looks so good.
Well,
I
and
hear
one of
so
the
many
great
good
things
too.
about it is like there's some movies and some TV shows where right away you fall in love with a family and want to be
Right.
part of it.
Yeah,
And
this
no
is
matter
one of
how
them.
crazy they are, and this is one of them. So yeah,
I'm gonna have
do
to
your
catch
homework.
up on
You have
it.
a little
I know,
bit of
I
homework.
know.
It's
I
good.
got to see it before this one comes
Yeah.
out too. I got a little bit of time because this one comes out actually on March 25th.
It
so.
does. And guess what, though? We're not going to make you wait that long because we are giving you at home a chance to see the movie before it opens.
Ooh.
The Morning Blend is teaming up with Universal Pictures for a preview screening where you can be among the lucky few who get in. Just be the fourth
Pretty
caller
cool.
to call 239-673-3388, and you will get 4 tickets.
And they call right now, right?
Yes.
You guys call right now.
You can't win, though, if you've won something with us over the last 120 days.
The screening is Monday, March 21st at 7:30 at Regal Bell Tower. Seating is first come, first served, and is not guaranteed. So if luck is not on your side today, no worries. You're going to have another chance to win tickets tomorrow.
I love when we
Pretty
do this, when we're able to give away tickets to see the movie early.
So good, because I know there's so many fans out there excited for it.
There is.
And from the big screen to the home screen, let's get a look at one of the films that is out also on DVD this week, The Big Short, which was one of the most talked about movies of last year.
Yeah, it featured an all-star cast. I think this is why so many people loved it. And Steve Carell, Brad Pitt, Ryan Gosling, and Christian Bale. Our certified movie critic Tony Gonzalez talked to the cast and brings us her sit-down interview with Academy Award winner Christian Bale to talk money, big banks, and playing a real-life person.
Michael, how are you?
I found something really interesting.
The whole housing market is propped up on these bad loans. They will fail.
The housing market is rock solid.
It's a time bomb. We have to act now.
Christian Bale is adamant, and as it turns out, he's right. Or at least the man he plays certainly is. Bale brings to the big screen Dr. Michael Burry in The Big Short. He was one of the few men who predicted the housing collapse. The flick hails from the book of the same name by the same man who penned Moneyball. Also starring, ironically enough, this man.
If we're right, people lose homes, people lose jobs.
The banks have more incentives than greed.
You're wrong.
Well, as we all know by now, they were wrong, and a great many folks suffered. That could be one reason why many critics are calling it the most important movie of the year. I know I certainly did. See? That's me right there. But I digress. Off to LA I went and sat down with Oscar winner Christian Bale. We talked about the movie, but started off with the Florida heat.
Little like walking into a dishwasher mid-cycle there in the summer. It's a little hot, a little humid.
In here?
No, in Florida.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. No, everyone else was just saying it's hot in here as well. But...
It could be the 5 pairs of Spanx I'm wearing or the fact that you're in here. I'm not exactly sure.
I've got Spanx on too.
Oh, good. Something in common.
All right.
I saw this movie last night. Great movie. I have to tell you, I was a little intimidated by it because you hear numbers, you hear subprime, you hear all that other stuff. You kind of glaze over. Yep. But you did a really great job of bringing it a really dense, big, thick subject, something that's relatable. How important was that to you?
Entirely, because otherwise we're doing the same thing that Wall Street does, where you get this vernacular that is designed purely to confuse. Now, we use the vernacular, but the point is you don't need to know anything about it. And obviously, you know, true numbers people, like Dr. Mike Burry, who I played.
Hi, Lawrence. We have no confidence in your ability to identify macroeconomic trends.
They understand these things in a way that I can't even begin to, but the basics of what is essential to understand are incredibly simple, and Adam presents it in a way that you don't need to know the acronyms or the vernacular. You just need to see what the consequences are on real people's lives. It's a movie about feeling, not about cerebrally understanding Wall Street's intentionally confusing language.
And what is the takeaway that you want the audience to go from? Like, you know, it's not necessarily about placing blame or even finding a solution necessarily, but is it, you know, be more cognizant, pay a little more attention? Like, what is one of the major messages that you think audiences should take away from that?
I don't think it's the worst thing if people come out placing blame or trying to find solutions. I think the solution is needed to be found because trusting people, myself included, kind of believed that better minds than their own would solve this so that it could never happen again, and that hasn't happened. It could happen again very easily. First and foremost, it should be entertaining, and it is. And you've got Adam McKay at the helm, and he's one of the funniest bloody men you'll ever meet, and it is comical and entertaining and very heartbreaking and tragic as well. He combines all of them beautifully, and that's what you really can come out of the movie feeling. Beyond that, yeah, there's a great many questions if you wish to delve into it of what do you do about it, you know, if you want to go there.
So Mike Burry, a guy who gets his hair cut at Supercuts and doesn't wear shoes, knows more than Alan Greenspan and Hank Paulson.
Yeah,
you as an actor and a storyteller, you read the script, do you think, are you more attracted to parts of his character, or are you more attracted to the message of it? I mean, what's more important for you as an artist?
So for me, it's just the enjoyment of this wonderful character and person of Dr. Mike Burry, who is one of the most brilliant men I've ever met, and one of the most sincere and heartfelt people I've ever met as well.
I'm so excited it's out on DVD yet because I didn't get a
too.
chance to see it in the theater. So, and it's so funny when you watch Christian Bale, you forget that he's got that accent.
We were
that
just
great
talking
accent.
about that. It's so surprising when you hear him talk, but he's one of my favorite actors. He goes back a long time.
Yep.
He's got some good acting
He
chops.
does.
Yeah,
He
make
does.
you curious about the start of the housing crisis. So it's human nature to be curious too, right? So you might be wondering why an author who is a dentist by morning and author by afternoon would write about human nature. He's here to answer those burning questions when we have him join us to talk about his book, Master the Mystery of Human Nature. That's up next.